So let's look at each piece. Standard equations of parabolas with vertex at the origin. And particularly we're looking at vertical axis of symmetry first. So that equation that we derived was y equals 1 over 4px squared. The focus is always 0, comma, p. Okay? And your directrix is y equals negative p. So notice that when the focus is a positive, the directrix is negative, or they're just always opposite signs, okay? And remember that they're the same distance apart. So if we're to draw it just like we did yesterday, I'll put the origin is at the center, the vertex is at the center here, and we'll draw each piece. So we'll draw a parabola here, and the focus is up, and that is specifically 0, comma, p. So the p is in the y value. Okay, it's in the y value. And this is your focus. Then the directrix is below it, here. And the directrix is y equals negative p. So this is when your p-value is greater than 0. Then when it's less than 0, you know it's going to go upside down. So there is where my vertex will be. We're going to draw a parabola upside down. The focus is always in the center. So our focus, again, is still 0, comma, p. So focus is 0, comma, p. And then our directrix is on the opposite side here. And that's our directrix at y equals negative p. It's just the opposite sign. Now, when we have equations with a horizontal axis of symmetry, so we're actually looking at parabolas that open to the right and to the left. That equation is, let me find a nice color here, equation is x equals 1 over 4p, and it's y squared. So notice the x and the y are switched. Our focus now is p, comma, 0, so it's in the x value, and our directrix is x equals negative p. So when the p value is greater than 0, it's going to open to the right. So vertex is still at the origin. And our parabola is opening to the right. The focus is in there. It's the interior of the parabola. And so it is, the focus is p, comma, 0. And that should make sense because it is on the x-axis, right? So this is x, and this is y, and then our directrix is on the other side here. And that is the directrix, and now it's x equals negative p. On the other side, so when p is less than 0, so when p is negative, then we still have our vertex there. It opens up to the left. The focus is in the interior. And so the focus is still at P, comma 0. That says focus. It's hard to write with these styluses. And then our directrix is on the opposite side. Okay, so directrix is never inside the parabola at all. And this is directrix of x equals negative p. Okay, so that is our picture.